Right, hello guys. I'm so sorry about the last video. My computer didn't want to comply with what I wanted it to do. So the mic turned itself off and wouldn't turn back on. So what I want you to remember is in the last video, the things I wanted you to do is when taking it apart, the screws are kind of tough to get out, should I say. So that's why I was using the pliers of Doom, my amazing pliers and my amazing small crosshead screwdriver. So now I've got that out of the way, you might want isopropyl alcohol, the ribbon cable, just to make sure. Right, so when I'm applying isopropyl alcohol, do it in a well-vented area. Isopropyl alcohol is used to just the connectors on ribbon cables, like so. So there's the end of the ribbon cable. There's connectors. The connectors on the other side of this one. So after I've cleaned out all the actual ribbon cables, it's time to start reassembling. So you want to get the last thing you took off to replace. So it's actually going to be the screen housing slash let's call it screen housing and protection. Right, what you want to make sure is when you're putting it back together, this button here, this button here is to open and close the disc tray. So you want to make sure it works by sitting it in the right place. So, and if it don't work, all you got to do is hold that closed and just push that. It should slide into place, that little metal clip there, and then it should close. So now I'm going to reconnect the first ribbon cable by just sliding it on in to the connector. What you want to do is just lift the connector about 1 millimeter or 2 above the level of the ribbon cable. So I've lifted my connector here, and obviously when you're lifting it, be sure not to scratch the board or the connectors, or you could, I don't know how certain this is, but you could really damage your console. And after dripping down, you do not want any part. I can't get this to go in, so I'm just pliers, pinch pliers, really, because they are ribbon cable taker. So what you want did last time, and this is the thing what I also want to tell you about, how tough it actually is to get it away from the board itself. So what you're gonna do is just ease the ribbon cable up. I mean, not ribbon cable, the actual clip for the ribbon cable. just want to ease that up and pull it back the slightest bit. So this could take a few tries, like it's doing for me, like, because this ribbon cable connector is very small compared to the one I normally work with. I'm normally working with computer ribbon cables and stuff like that. I would skip it, but if it's the battery that don't work, then I'm ordering a new battery, so this may take a little while, guys. So once you've got your ribbon cable in, then you want to put this metal lump actually onto the thing. So what I'm going to do is push mine down and hope for the best. As you can see, mine isn't sitting properly because my open button's not in. Right, so when you open... Oh, what's not clipping in now? You silly donkey. Right, so there you go. Mine's slightly... It's alright, it's in properly. So now you want to get your screen and then ease the other two ribbon cables into place. But again, you don't want to be breaking them. You can hear shouting, just don't mind that, it's just people outside. I don't know why, but every time I do a video, someone wants to shout or a car alarm wants to go off, so you get used to it. Hopefully you guys can't hear that though, because there's a lot, and I mean a lot of bad language they're using outside. Make sure you have got the ribbon cable in the right way and the right place. I don't think these ribbon cables can fit anywhere else though, so after you've got your ribbon cable in, then it's all good. And you can just carry on connecting. So don't forget about your actual button relay, button strip I'm going to call it. Don't forget about your button strip. What you want to do is, again, lift your little brown clip up here, push your ribbon cable flat and just slot it in. Oh, I think I forgot to... Yeah, I have. I forgot to take apart the analog stick in the last video, so I might do that in a minute. So, as you can see, I've connected mine all together, except I've got greasy finger marks on my screen. So then again, you can just dab a bit of isopropyl alcohol. Bear in mind, this is proper electrical alcohol. It will not ruin your system. It dries really fast. I use it in most of my electronic projects, from Xboxes to phones to PS3s to PSPs, everything. Right, so after you just clean your screen off, then it's nice. Just gonna give it a quick wipe my top to just get the little smears out, and then it's time again for the front faceplate piece. And like I said, I haven't took apart the analog stick, so I'm just gonna move that over there, even face down the analog stick there. And also on the bit I've been working on, I haven't completely finished on that yet either, so it's a good job I haven't put this on yet. So what you want to do is just twist these screws off, like I just shown you. I haven't used I haven't used the actual. I didn't use the, what do you call it for that? People say this is a speaker as well. It's not. It's just the analog. I'm going to just clean that off with a bit of isopropyl alcohol. If you watch my videos, I use a lot of isopropyl alcohol. You could always modify these to get what you want on them. So I'm going to just slide mine back into place and hold it in with my fake speaker / analog grip. After you've done that, you want to just get them two screws that you already took out. What you just took out. Don't put random screws in there. You want to get them out and screw it back in like so. I think it's going to be faster to put this thing together than taking it apart, just for the mere experience that you've gained on it together. I'm sorry, I'm just tapping the right, so one of my screws has just gone flying somewhere, so I'm gonna. Oh wait, no, and it's still on my desk, so I'm gonna slide the next analog stick screw in, and again with my isopropyl alcohol, I'm going to clean these connectors, these little gold connectors here. After you've cleaned these gold connectors, your analog stick should be more reliable and obviously work more, because there's nothing blocking the signal going to it. Alright, so I'm going to swap back to my second view here with the actual screen. What we forgot to do, or what I forgot to do, because it's kind of stupid / silly. So what I'm going to do is just slide that in there like so. I think that's the only screw, except, well, for this you have to take the screen off again. Sorry about this, guys, I just forgot to put the screws in, getting carried away with all this electronic items. What you don't want to do is unplug these ribbon cables. Just follow the steps of the actual first video of taking it apart, and after you took it apart, it's fine. So I'm just lifting the screen and trying not to hit the cables, and as I can see, I think I've definitely missed one screw, a small one with yellow paint on it. I've missed 3 screws, I can see now. So you want to just quickly screw your screws back in. You should, on your screws, you should have a yellow line across them, across the thread, unless they are not the original screws. That's how you can tell. If you bought it off someone and they're saying it's the original warranty and everything, you can tell if they brought replacement screws or not. So after you've screwed that panel back in, you just clip everything back in that you've already put in, and then you should end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So where do these screws come from? Oh, that's the outer case. So it's also these two internal. Actually, yeah, I've lost one screw. And I forgot to put a couple of internal screws back again. Sorry. I'm so sorry for this, guys. They're still going to be putting it together easily. So after you've opened it for the third time, you want to collect your little yellow screw and just slide it on in. Oh no, I don't think we've missed a yellow. Oh yeah, found it. I really need a magnet to get these screws out. What I put into the wrong hole. Sorry about this, guys. I think these are magnetic. Hopefully. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is flip that up like so, across like so, and don't forget the screws under the screen now. Right, below the screen, should I say. Right, so that's silver screw under there. Alright guys, I'm just calculating this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 2, 4, 6, 7 screws should be left. 2, 4, 6, 9 screws are left. Right, I'm sorry for this, guys. I'm just going to clean these buttons off because these buttons, if they're dirty, they get sticky, and if they're sticky, they don't work properly. And what we're going to do is just clip the screen back into place and keep that in place. I'm going to take a gamble with some stuff. Right, the right trigger would obviously go on your right if you're looking at the screen. If you're not looking at the screen, God help you. If you're not looking at the screen, it means you can't do it because you took it. Right, so I put everything back so far. I'm missing the. I've got the X button because that fell out earlier. So what you want to do is just slide these buttons back on in and clean the next connectors. Just clip back onto the and start screwing the case back into place. So as we are currently doing, just dropping the screws back into place just to make sure nothing falls out. What what you don't want to do is do them up too tight and either rip the thread out or be very, very, very unlucky for next time you have to take it out. A screw drop on my lap. So under the battery, I'm putting the screws back in now, and then that should be done. Except I've got, never mind. I'm just sliding the screws in now for the battery case. These last one screw. That's nothing to do with this. Oh, there's a magnet. I think there's a magnetic field, or oh wait, no, it's not a magnetic field. It's the speaker. Right, you're gonna find it hard to put the bottom screw in. This one here, you're gonna find it hard to do because obviously the speaker's right underneath it, and it wants to always take the screw off. You're like, nope, you know I have it. I'ma have it. So the speaker wants to be rather. Oh god. Be careful not to let the screws drop down the hole, because that's not a very good thing. I'll just flip the screw over here. Right, so as you can see, everything's back in place. I've got my rubbish battery back from throwing it. So I'm just going to slide that in there. It's got no power to it. Right, so if you've got no power to that, then I think this might work. If you've got no power and a spare positive and negative 9-volt battery lead, then you should be able to do this, I think. Don't try it until I tell you that you can. So this one here's positive, that one at the end is negative. Right, so I know which one's positive and negative. So now all I've got to do is technically touch these like so. And right, I'm gonna try and do this. Right, so I want to touch the two wires. This isn't anything to do with your actual what should I say? This isn't anything to do with up here putting yours in. This is just because my battery don't work. I'm just gonna lick a 9-volt battery into it. No, the 9-volt battery thing don't work, so don't try it. So I'm gonna get my 3.6 volt battery, 3600 mAh battery pack, and just slide it on into there, and connect your battery pack cover back on, and take your memory stick, what's for use in there, and just slide it on in, and I'm just going to wipe the screen quickly. And that is the PSP 1003 reassemble. I hope this helped you. I would just like to say that you guys are great. If you would give me a like, rating, please subscribe. I'm just cleaning the back of this to try and get this sticker off, so you don't have to do this, but I have to because I don't like the sticker anymore. So Oh, I'm just peeling the sticker off so it's back to the normal quality. So I've got no PSP charger with this. It's just all this is one of my little projects that I do. Like in a few weeks or something, I'll be doing a bunch of Xboxes. This is what I like doing. Tiny projects. It's amazing. Like, I used to just build electronic stuff, build go-karts. Now it's mostly electronic stuff because I take the most interest in that. So this is the PSP 2003. I mean 1003. I just gave it a dramatic upgrade. So this is the PSP 1003, and that's how to reassemble it. Thanks guys, and goodbye.